Welcome back to the Cryptoverse YouTube channel, man. You already know what it is. Today we're gonna take a look at Bitcoin, the overall market. We're gonna take a look at some altcoins, maybe some Ethereum, some Cardano, some Harmony. Then we're gonna take a look at the fear and greed. Take a look at some news articles that I found that could be helpful for all of us, and we just gonna hop straight on into the chart. So without further ado, man, let's roll that intro and let's hop right on over there. All right, welcome back, guys. So first off, we're gonna start off looking at the overall market cap. So we are sitting at about $1.5 trillion, still above the 50% level. That is around 1.3, 1.4 trillion. So we're still looking pretty good. We're still above the 50% level for the overall market cap. The volume's looking pretty low. Still, we're around 83 billion. Nowhere near as close as we were before the crash, but Bitcoin dominance is constantly rising and rising and rising. We are at 47.9%. Last week, I think we were at about 40%, and ETH dominance is sitting still at 18.5%. So the market is actually down. Pretty decent correction for the day. We are down 11.7%. And Bitcoin is down 4% for the day. Bitcoin is actually still looking pretty good, and I'm going to show you why once we hop on over to the charts. Ethereum is down 6%. Binance Coin down 6%. Cardano down 4%. Dogecoin is also down 4%. XRP basically 5%. Polkadot 7%. So basically everything in the top 10, is down 5 to 10% or 3 to 5%, around that range. And then our 24-hour gainers is AMP. I think AMP actually just got announced that it will be getting put on Coinbase, I think. Then we got Quant up 22%. Shiba also has got announced that it will be getting put on Coinbase Pro. I don't think it is on there yet, but it is soon to be on Coinbase Pro. Leo here 6%, and so on and so forth. Horizon, Waves, Chili's, another one. That's a good one, good NFT play. And for the week, we have AMP again, Quant, Chili's, Waves, Shiba. So let's hop on over to these news articles that I want to show you guys. So this one you should take with a grain of salt for sure. 312 billion hedge funds tidal wave could be coming into crypto. Here's when. So they don't give an exact date, but they give you a time frame. So in Crypto Hedge Fund Report, the auditing firm unveiled that 85% of a hedge funds that have already invested in digital assets will increase their allocation in crypto by the end of this year. So this is why I say you should take this with a grain of salt, because you don't know if they actually are going to do this, and you don't know when they're going to do this. But just keep your eye on things like this so you have some sort of, idea of how this makes the market move, because this could actually be something big for the market towards the end of the year, towards the end of the bull run around October, September, that time, November, December. So that's when they plan to do this, according to this article here. And then here, Coinbase bump alert, 4 altcoins launching on top exchange, which is Coinbase. They are putting Polkadot. Well, Polkadot actually has just got put on there. The other ones are not on there yet. I don't think so. And then Coinbase is preparing to support the sports tokenized platform Chili's, the blockchain bridge Keep network, and the popular Doge-themed crypto asset Shiba. So I think Shiba has already, Chili's is up 15% at the time of this. Keep network hasn't really did too much, and then Shiba is the one that has really been on the move, up 28% since this news here. And then these coins could also debut on Coinbase.com, although there's no timeline or announcement on time of publishing. So there's not a specific time frame when these coins will be put on their Chili's, Keep, and Shiba. But I think Polkadot has already been put onto Coinbase. So let's hop on over to the fear and greed index. Wrong one. Okay, so yesterday we had 38. So we're still fearful. Last week, as you can see, these things can change pretty quick. Last week we were at 14, and now we are sitting at 33. Yesterday we were 38. So Bitcoin's price is only down about 4%, like we saw, and this thing reacts very hard to like just a 4%, correction. So this thing really reacts off Bitcoin's price. We're only down 3.8% right now. So that's enough for this. Let's hop straight on over to the charts and start looking at some of these charts here. So let's go to this one. Okay. So this is Harmony first. So here, let's clean up this chart a little bit so I can get you guys some fresh new things on here. So like I said in my last video, we got this trend here that's forming. Oops, from this point to this point to this point. So the 50% level for this point is at 38,000. So this trend here is still looking pretty healthy. We are coming down to test that 38,000 point right now. If this 38,000 point can hold, then I have not seen any signs of rollover yet. But if we start to get multiple closes below 38,000, then that could be a sign of us coming to test some of these lower prices at like 36,000 and maybe even coming down to 34,000 and 30,000 to get some regain some support and then try to test these higher prices again. Because like you see at 41,000, we came up to 41,000 and we got rejected pretty hard off of this 41,000 mark, which is a very strong resistance level. 40,000, 41,000, very strong resistance level these past few weeks. We have not yet broken through this point here, so this is some very strong resistance here. And you can even go back, oops, sorry guys, you can even go back and see we used 40,000, 42,000, 40,000 as support before. So you can use history to find major levels of support and resistance there to see. Sorry guys if I'm giving you guys a bit of a headache and I just brought everything back, sorry. So yes, we are out of this descending channel also, so we don't want to see us get back in that thing. We want to stay out of that. We want to regain all of this momentum, hold this 38,000 for Bitcoin, and ultimately push up to 46,000 here at the golden level for this here. But the overall 50% level for the move that we are within right now is at 44,000. So we ultimately want to get above 44,000 to potentially regain all of the bullish, I wouldn't say all of it, but some of the bullish momentum to try and flip the sentiment back into, you know, the bull market, instead of us, you know, flipping it down to what this May 19th day did, flipping us into everyone thinking we're in the bear market, you know. So with that being said, let's scroll in, see what's going on under the hood for today. So on this 4-hour chart, we are breaking down. Like I said, we're coming to test 38,000, which is okay. It's not, you know, nothing to be scared about, because it's not a price that we haven't seen before. We have been seeing these prices for a while now, so it's really nothing to be scared of right now. Just, you know, just pay attention, see what's going on. And as you can see here, we're establishing a lower high after our first swing low, which was here. Then we came up, swing low here, lower high, a higher low, excuse me. And then we're establishing another higher low. So as long as we don't continue, you know, continue to come down, break this low, or go up and then break this low here and form a reversal swing pattern, then I think overall Bitcoin is looking pretty decent for the short term coming along here. But overall Bitcoin for me is pretty, you know, strong long term. So let's jump on over to some altcoins. Let's check harmonyone real quick. So here I see this as a, what my eyes, I see this as a overall flag here. Not sure it can be a bear's flag or a bullish flag. You never know until it picks a side to break, you know, till it breaks, you know, one of these lines here, or, you know, something within here starts to break down. So within this bull flag here, or bear flag, so, you know, flag, I see this here, this pennant forming here. So I would like to see this break to the upside with some nice volume, instead of to the downside with some increasing volume. But as you see, volume has been dropping off ever since back here on May 19th. Volume is here. Let's get okay, so you can't make that here. So as you can see, volume has just been dropping off with this line here ever since. It's dropping off. So people could be accumulating here within this range here. You know, we're getting lower highs, lower lows. So not too much of a, terrible thing to be looking at. But here it looks like we are actually holding the 200 EMA pretty strong. We got a lot of closes on it, above it. We got one close below it. So for this coin, I'm not too worried about it. Our low for this whole crash was about 5 cents. But when you think about it, that's a pretty good bargain for like these coins here, because I think Harmony is going to be a really, really good project for long term, with how fast the chain is and how much interoperability it has. And they also just added I think they're adding the BTC Harmony bridge soon. So I think this coin here, or this project here, has a lot of long-term potential to be a very good competitor for, Polkadot and all the other good chains out there like Ethereum and so on and so forth, Cardano. So with that being said, let's zoom on into 4-hour charts, see what's actually going on here. So a trend actually formed here, and this trend is still intact, but this is more of a like, it's not as much of a clean trend formed like how we saw in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was more clean in compared to this one. This one's more messy looking. You get more bars, and you get the ranges from the highs are not as spread out like for Bitcoin. So here we are still holding that 50% level. You see how strong these 50% levels can be for support and resistance. 50% level for harmonyone at 7 cents. And it looks like we are just below it just a little bit, but that's still okay. And some targets for like these trends that form. I like to target the 1.618 or the 200%. So if we were to come up here, where is our, let's find our 50% level for this whole, move that switched the sentiment here from this top to this bottom. So our 50% we want to see us get above is at 12 cents. So we are still well off from 12 cents, about 60%, 65% off the 50% mark. But if we can get back above this, hold it, make our way back up to this 50%, hold it, that would potentially, we are getting closer and closer to breaking this overall bull flag, and just coming back up to remove some of these highs and then make new all-time highs. So overall, I think Harmony's looking pretty range bound right now, but in the long term, I think this coin will do very good once the altcoins have their turn to go back on their mania again. So this is one that I'm looking at. All right, so let's look at PancakeSwap now. So like I said, a lot of these coins are forming these same trends. This one looks a lot cleaner than the last one we looked at on Harmony. Like this one looks clean like Bitcoin. But we are not above the 50% level for this trend. We are at the 23.6 at $15. And it looks like we are riding that pretty strong. We are one close below it, but we're closing above it. So I want to see us get above this 50% level at $18, and then the overall 50% at $28. We are still far off this 50% level. I'll talk about 50% levels a lot because they are very important to me. We are 80% off of that one. We are butting heads with the 20 EMA every time we come to meet it. So, but the lows are getting higher. So higher low here, higher low there, higher low there. But as you see, these lows are starting to get closer in range here. So this one there is not as far as this one to that one. This one to that one is a lot closer. High got lower, and then we are getting lower highs forming now. So all in all, I want to see this break towards the upside, break this pennant towards the upside with high volume, so that we can, back this market when it starts to move. Because if you start to see volume falling off, then that means, it potentially means that people are losing interest in the market. I'm not going to say it means that they're losing interest in this, but if the volume's dropping off on the way up, then that could be a sign that you should start to, be aware, So it's moving on under the hood on this thing. See what's going on, see what's driving it. So our trend started there. Well, yeah, the low of the trend started about there, came up, came down here, still haven't broke it. There, here, still haven't broke it. So yeah, looks like, I think for PancakeSwap, I don't think it's gonna go range bound. Maybe I think PancakeSwap will be, volume's dropping off. I think it'll continue to come up here, then probably go range bound between this 50% here, possibly. But there's a lot of cluster in here, so it possibly could go range bound between $18 and $16. But that's not a bad thing, you know. The more we range bound, the more, you know, like water is soaking up to, you know, just explode. You know, that's the type of thing that we want. You know, we want to soak up all the sellers and then, you know, boom, take off. That's what we want. So I think that'll be it for this video for today. Hope you guys found something valuable, learned something new maybe. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. That's fine too. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. That'll be in the description below. Also, join my Discord server if you want to come share ideas and just, you know, help each other make money, because that is the whole goal of this channel here, is to help each other make money and grow as investors. Also, go check out my previous video from a couple days back. It's about how to make a simple plan so you can jump into this market stress-free without having to worry about anything. I won't say have to worry about anything, but be able to be in this market with less stress than just jumping in with no plan, going in free, willy-nilly, you know, just throwing money in here, losing money, and then you don't know what to do. So go watch that video if you want a simple plan that you can take bits and pieces from and just improve on. So with that being said, good verse, back into the stars. We out here. Hope to see you guys in the next one.